Hey guys, this is DKS3A, the Crazy Gamer, and I'm starting something up in the loot today. I'm still going to be doing some crazy challenges. I got a couple of crazy challenges in the works right now. I got another video game pickup on the way, but I decided to show off another pickup that I got. I'm gonna be doing this a little bit often because it's relatively cheap. Comic book store a little bit up the road called 3 Alarm Comics. Very nice comic store. They got comics and pop figures and action figures and all that kind of stuff. But they also have this little thing in the middle where they have a thing called the mystery bag, where you get 25 comics for $10, and they're like in bags that are sealed and stuff like that, and you don't know what you're going to get until you open it. So, and most of it's just, just common little comics and stuff like that. But every now and then you might get something randomly nice in there. Like one girl got a comic signed by Mark Hamill, and other little nice stuff up in there. I didn't get anything nice for mine, but I already opened it. But I'm going to show you what I got in my first mystery bag. And then any subsequent mystery bag I get, I'm not going to open it until I get home, and I'll make a video of it. We'll open it up together and see what I get. So, anyway, this is my first mystery bag. Like I said, you get 25 comics for like $10. And like I said, you don't know what's inside. It could be an autograph. It could be all kinds of stuff. But I'll show you what I got in my first bag. Like I said, I already opened it. And, yeah, like I said, when I get in the other bag, I'm just going to keep it not opened, and I'm just going to open it up and see what I get as reaction together and all that kind of stuff when I get another one. But, this is my first bag, and there's some okay comics up in here. It's not too bad. And the first one I got is one called, looking for the number. It's called, Soul Searchers and Company. It's the number 28. I haven't really looked into it yet, but it looks interesting. It looks like kind of like a gladiator kind of thing. As you can see on the cover, it has like a gladiator kind of style to it. And I need to read it. But it looks interesting. It looks like kind of like based on my glancing through here, it looks like kind of like a gladiator style. So, anyway. This one right here, this one came out in 1980. It's number 10. She-Hulk. Now this one is nice. I like me some She-Hulk. Yeah. She-Hulk wasn't very well known. I mean, they kind of created her to have like a female version of the Hulk, and she's got a lot of the same powers, and she got affected by the same gamma rays and all that kind of stuff by Bruce Banner and stuff like that. And this is a nice little one. It's one of the 50-cent comics, and it's number 10. As you can see right there, the number there is not the date. It tells you the month it comes out, and then that's the comic number. So this is number 10. So another DC comic here. We have the Rann-Thanagar War, which is the war leading up to Infinite Crisis, which is a big thing that happens in DC universe. This is comic book number 2 of 6 of the Thanagar War. Like I said, I'm not really much know about it, but I know about the Infinite Crisis. So, like I said, that's a big thing that happens in DC. So, then we have the number 11. This came out in 1990. Number 11 of the Baron and Rude Nexus Legends. Again, most of these I really don't know that much about because, like I said, some of these are kind of off the wall kind of stuff, but I'm definitely going to read through all of them, and I'll let you know about them when I get to it and stuff like that. But it's made by First Comics, so it's not even DC or Marvel or anything. It looks like some kind of indie league. Then we have Legion of Superheroes number 64 from DC. Came out in 94. This is 1994. So, and this is a DC comic. It's just, it looks like it's kind of like the lesser known superheroes. I see like so like that. But I mean, definitely going to read it again. But this is called Legion of Superheroes, DC Comics number 64. Now I do know about this. This is number 4 of the kind of like the rebooted version of it, the Secret Wars, and all kind of stuff. This is the Infinity Gauntlet number 4. And anybody that knows about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Thanos, all that kind of stuff, definitely knows about the Infinity Gauntlet. This is kind of like the rebooted version that came out like in 2014, 2015. And this is another different version of the Infinity Gauntlet. So it is Thanos' quest of trying to get the Infinity Gems in the rebooted version. This is X-Men comic, but it's not X-Men, it's Cable, number 39. Cable! Anybody who knows Deadpool knows who Cable is. It's the future son of Jean Grey and Cyclops. And they kind of, and this came out January of 97. And it's, he's a time traveler. He becomes friends with Deadpool. Actually, at the beginning, Deadpool was a villain to Cable. He was hired to kill Cable, but got kind of retconned a little bit, and they eventually became like bro, kind of like a little bromance. But it's Cable. So, speaking of X-Men, we got another X-Men comic. This one came out in April of 95. April of 95. There's another X-Men comic. It's called the X-Men Deluxe. It's kind of like another little reboot. That's called X-Men Ride the Death Train. And this one I gather has a lot of like Nightcrawler and Beast in it. So, and more of Beast than anything. So, based on what I see, that's definitely a lot of Beast. So that one looks interesting. I see Gambit in here too. So, I am going to be reading all these comics as time goes along. So, I just haven't had time. Now that I'm done with school for the semester, I definitely can. So, now we have Aftermath Power Pack, another Marvel. This came out in March of 1988. This is number 4 of the Aftermath Power Pack. And again, it looks like another like small team of superheroes that we really don't know about. And I definitely got to look into that. Maybe I can figure out some of them. But it looks interesting. It looks like younger versions of like superheroes or like another superhero team I'm not really familiar with. So, it's called Revenge of the Boogeyman, Part 3. So, okay. Then I got a Marvel Spotlight. People who have worked close with them and all that kind of stuff. A Marvel Spotlight of Captain America. And, yeah, it's just basically a lot of stuff about Captain America and the people who worked close with Captain America and all kind of stuff. Like, it's kind of like an anniversary of Captain America and people talking about Captain America. So, then we have the first edition of, there's another Marvel one. The first edition, number 1, came out June of 1993. It's called Shadow Riders. And it is a team of villains, a team of people trying to go up against Cable. So this is another team that's up against Cable. For what reason, I don't know yet. I got to read it, but it looks like it's going to be another Cable comic. Then we have number 1. This came out March of 93. Number 1, the first one called Wildstar. Again, Really don't know much about it, but I'll have to definitely look into it. It looks something very post-apocalyptic from what I see, so I'll definitely look into that. Then I have, this one came out relatively recently because it's advertising Captain America Winter Soldier. So this one came out in 2014, yeah. There's a Winter Soldier comic called The Bitter March Part 2. And the soldier, you know, is a, kind of like an anti-hero, sort of villain, quasi-villain ally of Captain America. So, and so this is gonna, I'll have to definitely, like I said, look into that one, and it's definitely Winter Soldier. This one's probably my favorite one of the whole, one of my favorite ones of the entire stack. It's probably my second favorite, but it's one of my favorites. It's number 30 of the reboot. I'm assuming it's the reboot. This came out in 2013, so yeah, definitely reboot. Number 30, Venom. Venom. So yeah, I got a Venom comic. So that's cool. Venom, of course, you know, is a villain of Spider-Man, so this is very nice. And it looks really good, so. Then we have issue 26. This came out 2013. It's called it's another Marvel. I really don't know much about it, but okay, it has the Thing in it from Fantastic Four. Looks like it has Hawkeye, maybe Captain America, but it's called The Ultimates. Looks like some kind. It looks like it might be some kind of some kind of weird Hulk version, but it looks like it's going to be a Ultimate team up. I see Iron Man in here, so it looks like it's going to be like a Ultimate team up to take on something, kind of like Avenger style, but a little different. Now this is possibly my favorite one of the whole stack. I didn't know much about it, but the guy that works at 3 Alarm told me all about this one, and he told me about the artist Scotty Young and all that kind of stuff. And I've already read through it, and it's very dark comedy, black humor, and all that kind of stuff. And I definitely want to try to get more of these comics. But it's called I Hate Fairyland. There's actually 2 versions of it. There's I Hate Fairyland, and then there's an alternate version. It's basically the same comic but has different covers, and talks about and what would the main character think about the main character of the comic, like be thinking about, called Fuck Fairyland. But very dark comic. This little 6-year-old girl was special, like a witch, special, has powers. She gets trapped in Fairyland, and she uses her axe and bloodies up and any weapons necessary to try to get out of Fairyland. And this is number 8. So this is the 8th I Hate Fairyland. I think there's only like 12. So, and this is a Wolverine comic, and looks like She-Wolverine too. It looks like it's X-23 maybe. Yeah, this is definitely like this is definitely a reboot. It has X-23 in it. This came out in 2016. So this is definitely a reboot. Since spoilers, Wolverine died, they brought in X-23 to become the official new Wolverine. This is all new Wolverine number 12, Civil War 2, and of course this has the female Wolverine in it, X-23. So, and yeah, so I'm definitely going to read that one because it's nice. This one came out 1986. This is number 9 of X Factor. X Factor number 9. And I know a little bit about the X Factor. It's like a shoot-off X-Men team, kind of. And so I know a little bit about them, but it's like not really well-known X-Men team. But yeah. And this one came out. I got let's see, I got about 7, 8 left. So this one came out in 2009, and number 35 of Wolverine's origins. So this is basically the re-origin story of Wolverine, told of another kind of told in a different way. So I know a little bit about that one. So this is a DC comic. This is number 5 of 8 of Justice League of America of Tangent Superman's reign, where I believe Superman was the villain, and Superman was like basically president of the world and stuff like that. So, and then the rest of the Justice League tries to stop him, I believe. So, then we have the Uncanny X-Men, another kind of reboot, younger X-Men version. This came out in 2015. This is number 30 of the Uncanny X-Men. Looks like a younger X-Men team, kind of like after the reboot. So yeah, it looks pretty good. This is DC Comics. Again, this is number 1 of a 4-part miniseries called This is Wild Dog. Wild Dog's such a weird, look kind of weird, but I definitely, and this one came out in September of 1987, so this is another reboot. I know this one for a fact. This came out in 2004. It's the Ultimate Fantastic Four, The Fantastic Part 4. Looks like it's kind of something I wish I kind of knew where. Oh, this is definitely an origin story of the Fantastic Four, because Johnny's testing his powers in here, it looks like. So is Reed Richards. So like that. So this is definitely kind of a rebooted origin story of the Fantastic Four. So then we have one called this is made by Image Comics, number 4. That came out in 1996, called Team 7: Dead Reckoning. I don't know anything about Team 7, but it looks really good, actually. So I'm definitely going to have to look into that one. And my final one, this one is Now Comics, but it's pretty well known. Came out in... Where's it at? Where's the date at? Come on, where's the date? I don't know what the date is, but I think I remember saying it was like 82, 83. Maybe a little bit later. I don't, if I remember correctly, it said it was the 80s, but it's Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer! Go Speed Racer! Go Speed Racer! Go! So yeah, I got a Speed Racer comic. So, and yeah, Speed Racer is really cool. I like Speed Racer. I remember the old cartoon. Yeah, 1988 is when this one came out. I found the date. So, and that's all the ones I got from my first mystery bag. So, it looks. So I got some okay ones, all kind of stuff. And the next time I go over there, I'm gonna grab me another bag. And like I said, I'm not gonna open it until I get back. And when I make a video, I open it, and we'll see my reaction together to what I get. So that's my first mystery bag I got from 3 Alarm Comics. And next time when I get a bag, I'll open it on camera, see what we get next time, and hopefully I'll get something good. Maybe another I Hate Fairyland. That would be nice. So that's my first mystery grab bag. This is DKS3 of the Crazy Gamer. Signing out.